Wasn't going for most of the first half, but you were still bringing a lot of energy, active, getting a lot of rebounds. Talk about how your game progressed.
What, not offensively, you mean?
Yeah.
Just understanding that it's more the basketball than the scoring. I do more in the floor than score the basketball. The shots wasn't falling in the first half, but it happens, Shots go in, shots don't. And do something else on the floor to impact winning.
When you guys have an effort like this, a lot of times there's something in practice that leads to it. I mean, was there anything that led to this kind of complete performance you guys had?
I just think we're getting better. It was nothing individually in practice that kind of brought this out of us. It's kind of as a team mentality that kind of brought us to this point. But yeah, I just think it's us improving.
Do you think you kind of discovered the formula that you've been searching for in a way that allows you guys to win at a high level?
I feel like we're getting there, It's always room to get better in every aspect. So we're starting to get there, but it's definitely room for us as a team to still get better, but we're heading in the right direction.
Ian, SMU came in as the top offense in the league. You guys won with 24 points in the first half and 67 on the game. Yeah, 67 on the game. Do you feel like front to back, just sort of, piggybacking on Pat's question, do you feel like front to back this is your most complete game, at least in a long while?
As a team?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think on the defensive end we did a great job. Towards the end, we feel like we let our foot off the gas a little bit, and they scored, so they made some shots. But I feel like as a team we did a great job on defense. We communicated, we understood our assignments, and we got stopped.
Ian, SMU came out in the zone and played it a lot on and off just throughout the game. Seemed like you guys did a better job of finding the soft spots. Sometimes getting to the middle or to find lanes or the corners. I guess what kind of improvements did you guys, did you see on that front in terms of just attacking the zone defense?
I was watching film. Film doesn't lie. So we watched them and we understood that the middle of the zone was a weak spot, and every time we got it there, we should attack it, and that's what we did.
I know it's early and you probably haven't looked ahead, but you have first chance at a rivalry game coming up on Saturday. You looking forward to that? NC State, your first rivalry game here at UNC.
That's not rivalry? NC State's a great team. Every team in the ACC is a great team. It's a hard conference, but we just want to go out there and play our game. We're not looking into it as a rivalry. We just want to go out there and win another game in conference play. But they're a great team.
So you're saying it's a rivalry?
Whatever you guys want to describe it as.
You walked right into it. You just, I love it. You got the preface on how we handle that stuff. That's funny. Defensively, they had a lot of size, and that's been an issue for you guys tonight. I mean, what was different in this matchup where that kind of didn't work in their favor, it worked in yours?
We put a lot of heart tonight, man. Size doesn't really matter to us. We go out there and compete each and every night. And tonight showed it, I guess.
Ian, RJ's given a lot of credit to Coach Page for helping him develop as a player the last 2 years when Mark has been on staff. How has he helped you just develop as a player?
Just from his time being here and understanding what it looks like and understanding what it takes to be a top-level player here at the university and the collegiate level in general. Just giving him insights, watching film, talking to him, just picking his brain. So he definitely helped a lot.
Ian, it felt like nobody was really trying to do too much. Everybody was picking their moments well. Can you speak a little to that?
We're a team, So when one guy got it going, we'll find him. We just look for the best shot, that shot that we all want. And that's what I feel like we did a great job of that tonight.
I enjoyed the dynamic with Seth back, and you're playing four guards for a good number of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
How did you like that dynamic? How did you
like it. It was great, man. It was great. It's always great being able to take the floor with great players. And that lineup is something that we've been testing out over a few games. We've seen it a little bit at UCLA. We didn't get a chance to see it recently because Seth was injured, but it's been great. It's been working. We got to keep getting better at it and keep going.
In a row now. I think that was a big win over Notre Dame, and I think we just started out from the jump against SMU. I think that's what just propelled us to the win.
Or do you feel like you guys kind of discovered what you've been searching for as far as like a formula to kind of play like you guys need to play to win?
Not yet. I thought you guys were able to see like a little sprinkle of it tonight, but we just want to continue to grow as a team.
How about you with your shots? It looked to me like it was kind of like you're like getting comfortable with the shots you're getting in a game, and you looked really confident, at least from my standpoint.
Yeah, just my coaches keep telling me to be aggressive and just to let the game come to me.
It had to have felt good to see those first few threes going
Yeah,
too. What
it
were you
did.
thinking
It
early?
did. It felt great, and just to keep shooting. My teammates were able to give me the ball as well.
How much were those early threes just a factor of you guys attacking the 2-3 zone too? You had some pretty good offense on the outside.
I thought it was great. I thought it established our identity early in what we were gonna, how we were gonna, be the rest of the game. And I thought it was great.
Some of you guys have talked about the inconsistency with energy this year. The energy was there from the start until late. There was a little stretch when they dropped off, but the energy was there the first 30 minutes of the game when you guys basically put them away.
I think like that little lapse that we had, I think that was just attention to detail. Just we just thought the game was over, but we wanted just to continue to be down on the team.
But you guys had the energy up to that point to where that lapse didn't hurt you. It didn't
Right.
cost you a game,
Right.
where it's cost you games at times.
Yes, sir, it has.
Was that something that was a point of emphasis from Hubert? Or
It was.
Because you guys had energy Saturday at South Bend, too.
We did, yes,
A lot
sir.
more than I would say consistently at Louisville and some of the other games.
Yeah.
What is kind of flipped that switch for you?
I think just our communication in the locker room and on the floor, and I'd say attention to detail as well.
And defensively, I'm sure there were a lot of things on the bulletin board with them because they do so many things well. What were some of the key things that you guys wanted to do defensively and that you did do?
We definitely wanted to shut down their green light shooters, number 33 and 3. But, their point guard, number 2, he was pretty good. And we just wanted to limit. We just wanted to limit them.
We like the way we played together. We shared the basketball. We was going from good to great shots. It was getting good stops defensively, and that was allowing us to get in transition buckets. So I do believe we took a step forward, kind of just built from Notre Dame game and then tonight's game because SMU was a good team, but I think we just can't play ready to play today.
What happened there at the end? You just took an elbow from.
I kind of like stood my ground a little bit. I had reached in, and then his head kind of just like face planted into my nose. So that was disgusting. But I'm known for like nosebleeds, so I got a lot of nosebleeds.
And then the banked-in three.
Yeah.
Tell me about that play.
Well, I was coming. He probably kind of like put me in the bad spot. I had like the 7-footer on me. It was like 2 seconds left, so I just had to like just heave a prayer and hopefully went in. So it did. And on the way back, Osh was telling me that was some BS.
RJ, I was expecting you to look a little more bloody out here based on what we saw on the court. What happened?
I just got hit in the face. His head kind of face planted into my nose. I have a sensitive nose, so I bleed a lot, but thankfully it's not broken or anything, so I'm good.
Was this just like, it was pretty quiet, 26 or whatever it ended up being for you? Is that just kind of like, your experience as a scorer kind of showing how like quietly in a way you can put up those kind of numbers?
Yeah, I think I just did a good job of just kind of just taking what the defense gave me today. Just hitting my open shots. I was more efficient tonight, and I did a lot of good things other than scoring. I was able to kind of penetrate and kick into the when they were playing zone, find open shooters and stuff like that. So it was really just more about just kind of just playing my game, not trying to overdo anything. So I think I did it tonight.
Is that the most you've ever bled after committing a foul?
Yeah, usually
it's when you get fouled.
That's what I'm saying. Usually my nosebleeds happen like if it's hot in the room, if it's hot on the court. But I think today was like the most blood I ever had because like it was all over my hands and I looked down, there's blood on the court. So by far, yeah.
Did it startle you? See all that blood?
Nah, because like it's usually, I had nosebleeds since I was like 7, so like this was nothing new.
You've been here 5 years. Have you seen the clip of Hansborough when he got elbowed and he was?
I saw that. I was talking to Craig. He told me I should have took off the towel and like threw it and started like in the crowd into it. I said like this is my shit.
There's a photo of him in a little room. I actually saw him after the game in the room with the towel.
Yeah.
The towel's 3/4 blood and he's just holding it. And there's just dry blood all over his face.
Yeah, nah, I'm not doing that.
It might you feel better about that.
Do you think you guys kind of found your formula that you've been searching for, the way you guys need to play to win tonight?
Yeah, I think we did a good job of kind of just sharing the wealth today, moving the ball from good to great shots, and I think I'm really proud of our defense. We was communicating, talking on switches. We had a low man today. We had gaps. So overall, our communication on the defensive end was great, and that allowed us to go big in the first and second half. So what stood out for me today was our defense, and we're going to need more of that moving forward.
And their size. Like everybody, we were talking about your guys' size all year, and that they had it. It wasn't a problem. And does that give you confidence you can do that going forward?
I mean, yeah, 100%. I mean, we know we're a small team, but one thing Coach Davis always talks about is heart over height. Like, we know we don't have 7-footers, but we do have heart, and we have a gritty team. So we found our way. Sometimes we fired in the post, we double teamed the post, and sometimes we left our big men on the island because that's what they're capable of, and we know we have confidence in them for them to kind of get stops. And I think Wash, Vin, Jay Witt, JB, when he came in, they all did a good job of kind of just being physical in the catch with the big man, because that's a tough assignment. They're 7 feet, so they did a good job of kind of meeting them at the rim and boxing out, and we was able to go convert on the offensive end.
How much quicker does communicating make you guys defensively? It looks like you're a healthy step quicker when you guys are doing that than you have been.
Yeah, it feels like everyone's like on the same string, right? So one guy talks, it kind of just like a domino effect, and I think we did that today. It kind of just carried on from practice after Notre Dame. I think we all just kind of just used it as a way to kind of just stay positive and get this thing going. And we see like when we're communicating, we're talking, like we're able to get stops. And when we're not, that's when teams score and they just go off on mistakes. So yeah, for sure.
Is that why there was so much more energy? It looked like the energy was at a much higher level early than we've seen in past games.
Yeah, 100%. I think it started in Notre Dame. Like even in the locker room, we was out just banging the lockers, like playing music. That was definitely like the most loud we ever been all year. Notre Dame game and today. It's just a lot of just communication going from from inside of the locker room from halftime out onto the court, and it carries on the long way.
What did you guys tell Venn about the NC State rivalry? He's fired up already about it. What have you told him about that?
Well, Hoots does a good job of every time we have a recruit or just somebody just come in as a transfer, as a freshman. He always just talks about the rivalry game just for us to be prepared, because obviously NC State's a good team, and it's always been a back and forth in this history before us. So I'm glad Vince fired up, and it's going to be a great atmosphere going on Saturday. So yeah.
And you're used to that rivalry too. I mean, what do you remember about that rivalry?
Yeah, I just remember playing against DJ Burns for 3-4 years. So every time he gets the ball, the crowd goes wild. It's just fun matchups at the end of the day. They're up the street in Raleigh, and we're in Chapel Hill, so it's kind of just. Just a lot of bickering going back and forth. But at the end of the day, it's basketball, so I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to playing Trez, so yeah.
Drake had 17 tonight. Seems like he's looking for a shot a lot more in the recent games. Do you see the confidence sort of building in him, and what do you think has been the spark of that confidence?
We've just been telling Drake to be more aggressive. Like, we know he can do all the little tangible things that he does well for his team, but just be aggressive when he has the ball, whether that's driving to the rain, knocking down threes, which he did tonight. So when he gets the ball, don't be kind of just tentative. Just be you and be Drake Powell. So and I'm glad he did that tonight.
He can be a defensive stopper too.
100%. Yeah, just with his length, athleticism, he's able to recover fast.